In today's video, we're going to talk about the top 10 fantasy anime. Seeing characters in a different setting from the usual lives we have is always something we'd be interested in, especially when these characters use things like magic that we'd never experience ourselves. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos about anime. Even with just 3.69% of you guys subscribing to our channel would be a big help. So, without further ado, let's begin. To start off the list, we have a world where adventurers from far and wide complete contracts in order to obtain money and fame. In this world, goblins are known for being the lowliest of monsters. This status tends for them to be overlooked, allowing them to cause all sorts of problems as adventurers look for assignments with a high reward. A porcelain-ranked priestess joins a band of young enthusiastic rookies as her first adventuring group. The team received their first contract: investigate a tribe of goblins responsible for the disappearance of several village women. An ambush while exploring a cave leaves the inexperienced party either wiped out or taken out of commission, except for the priestess. Terrified, the priestess accepts her fate until a mysterious man appears to rescue her and destroy the entire goblin nest. The man is known as the Goblin Slayer, a silver-ranked adventurer whose sole purpose is to eradicate goblins with extreme prejudice. He allows the priestess to accompany him as he assists the guild in all goblin-related assignments. Together with the priestess, High Elf, Dwarf, and Lizard Man, they work to eradicate all the goblins of the frontier land for good. The series starts with the introduction of a pair of childhood friends, Xiaoran, a young archaeologist investigating a rune within the Kingdom of Clo, and Sakura, the princess of the Kingdom of Clo. When Sakura visits Xiaoran during an excavation in the ruins, he sees her spirit take on the form of a pair of ghostly feathered wings that disintegrate into other dimensions along with her memory. Xiaoran attempts to save Sakura's life and restore her memory by traveling through another world in order to find a solution. He discovers that the only way he can save Sakura is to travel through the different dimensions to collect her feathers. He meets Yuko Ichihara, the Dimension Witch, who gives him the ability to travel through other dimensions. Accompanying Xiaoran are two others who have visited the Dimensional Witch, exiled ninja Kurogane and runaway magician Faye. Along with the white meat bun-shaped creature Mokona, the group traverses through the different dimensions in a quest to fulfill each of their own wishes.
お願いです。さくらを助けてください。
いやもうほんとまるで本物みたいです。いや
みたいじゃなくて本物よ、松原さん。
The series follows Sora Mizushino, a high school student and anime fan who aspires to write and illustrate his own light novel. While he was watching anime for inspiration, his tablet transports him into a fierce fight scene in the world of the anime he was watching. He witnesses a battle between Celestia, the heroine from the anime, and a mysterious girl wearing a military uniform. When he returns to the real world, he realizes that Celestia returns with him. He later discovers it was not only Celestia, but other fictional characters from different stories and forms of media were also brought into the real world and now crowded the streets of Japan. Among these characters is Gunpugu no Himegimi, a mysterious woman in full military regalia, who suspiciously knows far more than she could about the creator's world. With the help of librarian Meteora Osterich, Sora and Celestia work together to find the other characters and uncover the meaning behind the unnatural events happening in the real world.
なんとか言えよ渋谷有利。
じゃあ原宿は不利なのかよ。
Yuri Shibuya is an average teenage student who had his life turned upside down by a simple incident. Yuri was on his way home from school when he witnessed his classmate Ken Murata being ganged up on by bullies. He decides to intervene, allowing Ken to run away. Unfortunately, by doing so, he becomes the new target of the bullies. He gets his head shoved down into a toilet in the girls' bathroom. To his surprise, he finds out that the toilet did not contain water, but a portal that sucks him into another world. Upon regaining consciousness, he discovers that he was transported into a world that resembles medieval Europe. Not long after that, he is told that he would be crowned as the next Demon King because of his black hair and black eyes, traits that only demon royalty possessed. Yuri spends the rest of the series navigating his way into becoming a true and worthy Demon King and achieving his goal of bringing peace to both demons and humans.
全員コスプレそうだ、ここテーマパークでしょ。それで皆さんがエキストラね、そうでしょ。かわいいこと、俺の愛し子。君にならきっといける。
Long ago, a monk named Mio possessed the ability of bringing to life anything that he drew. He lived a quiet life with his wife Koro, who was a black rabbit in human form, and their 3 children, Yakushimaru, Kurama, and Yase. Things changed when the high priest of the land concluded that Mio's ability caused the locals too many problems and ordered him to find a solution. Mio decided to secretly flee to one of his own drawings, a surreal place named Kyoto, or the Looking Glass City. Everyone lived peacefully until one day, Mio and Koro suddenly disappeared. This left their 3 children in charge of taking care of the city, with Yakushimaru inheriting Mio's name and responsibilities. One day, a young girl also named Koro found her way into the city, a feat that has never been done before. She announces that she is also searching for Mio and Koro, with a giant hammer in hand and 2 rowdy companions. Koro just might be the answer to releasing everyone stranded in the eternal paper city of Kyoto.
なんで人型に？
愛です。愛。忘れないで。信じる心があなたの魔法よ。
Ako is a young girl who grew up idolizing a renowned witch performer named Shiny Chariot. She was not born a witch, and thus, she cannot use magic naturally and has to be taught properly. Even then, she dreams of becoming a great witch like her idol, Shiny Chariot, inspiring her to attend Luna Nova and in essence, hope to meet her one day in person. This brings her on many adventures, meeting new friends like the shy Lotte Jansson and the sarcastic Susie Manbavaran in the quest to become a true witch that can make people smile. Unfortunately, Ako's time at Luna Nova will prove to be more challenging than she could ever believe. Coming from a non-magical background, she struggles to wield magic and is disappointed on how comically boring magic classes were, as opposed to Shiny Chariot's more spectacular performances. Equipped with her resolve in magic, her desire to use magic to make people happy, and the help of Shiny Chariot's wand, Shiny Rod, she now is on her journey to gradually discover her own magical talent.
Somari, 目覚めたのか?
まだ夜?
The series features a world dominated by demons, cyclops, and other mythical creatures, with the human population quickly set out as outcasts. With their egos and pride hurt, the humans were quick to anger and quickly engaged in a war that ended up wiping them out to scarcity. The humans that have remained are now seen as a delicacy by these fantastical creatures and now serve no purpose but to be hunted down and eaten. One day, a wandering protector of nature named Golem encounters a human child abandoned in the forest while patrolling. He takes care of the child and later names her Somali. Together, they travel around the world in search of Somali's parents. This proves to be difficult as humans have become so scarce in number and the remaining few hide in order to survive and not be eaten. This series revolves around Somali and her travels together with Golem, meeting new creatures and with Golem discovering human values through his relationship with Somali.
お父さん、痛くないのか?
問題ない。ゴーレムに痛覚は存在しない。
What would you do if after opening your apartment door, the sight of a dragon immediately transforming into a cute young girl in a maid outfit is what greets you? Ridiculous, right? Well, that is exactly what happens to Kobayashi when she opens her apartment door to get to work. Turns out, during her drunken adventure the previous night, she invited the mythical creature to live with her after learning that it had nowhere to go. Introducing herself as Toru, the mythical creature takes up the offer of living with Kobayashi. While Toru initially looked down on humans as she found them to be inferior and foolish, she does everything she can to help Kobayashi with various things, although her unconventional methods end up bringing more trouble than help. Additionally, the presence of Toru ends up attracting several other eccentric beings to their new home as other dragons start to appear and continue to barge on Kobayashi's daily life.
匂いならいいよね。
With nothing left of her life, 15-year-old Chise Hattori gets auctioned off to the tall masked gentleman named Elias Ainsworth, a magus. She was abandoned at a young age and she became an outcast due to her being a slave beggy, a special human that can see beyond the sight of normal beings. This means that she can see mysterious things that many others cannot. With her still in chains and unsure of the fate that has befallen upon her, Elias transfers both of them to his cottage in rural England, greeted by fairies and other weird beings. From that day on, her life changes and she meets many others who help her through her struggles and help her understand herself better, making the start of her journey as Elias' apprentice and supposed bride, learning magic, going on many adventures, and learning what the meaning of her existence is. In this anime, we also see how the monster Elias learns to become more human by his very interactions with Chise.
おい、話せ。
ナットが食べられちゃう。
Riko is a young girl who lives in the town of Orth, a place built around the edges of the abyss, a hole not yet completely explored and of unknown depth. Cave raiders are local legends brave enough to wade through this unknown territory, but there are those who traverse too far down, never to return. Riko is the child of one of the most famous cave raiders, one of those who have not returned after an expedition many years ago. Riko's longing to follow her mother's footsteps is cast on a die when she discovers a strange robot she named Reg that resembles a human boy. From then on, a lot of findings are made from the depth of the abyss, including a message presumed to be from Riko's mother that is intended for her, stating that she is waiting for Riko at the bottom of the abyss. With this, Riko, along with Reg, descends to the abyss depth, ready to face the uncertainty hidden in this giant chasm and intend to find her mother. In here, she discovers countless creatures and wonderful places that satisfy the very curiosity that Riko has. We follow her in her journey through discovering the abyss, looking for answers to questions she has always had.
二度と会えなくてもアビスでつながってるから、上にいても呪われた奈落の彼方にいても私たちアビスとつながってるの。
And that's all the anime we have for today. If you think we've missed any fantasy anime from what we've shared, let us know in the comment section down below. If you want to see more anime content, make sure to subscribe and give this vid a thumbs up. If you're still here, why not help us reach at least 4.20% of you guys to subscribe? Stay tuned and I will see you guys soon.